Hi everybody, this is Gary Fong, and I'm going to do an unboxing of this new Shanny flash. And it's a very interesting flash because it's a fraction of the cost of the one that it's emulating, which is the Canon 600EX-RT. So this is it's not for Sony, this is for Canon at the moment. When we open it, it's a dead ringer for the 600EX-RT. The build quality is pretty good. Actually, it feels very solid. When you look at the back is identical. The link button, the controls, and everything like that. So it'll tell you the groups, the channel, and that's really all there is to wireless flash, is that you have a channel to make sure that you don't interfere with other people who might be using the same flash in the same location, because it's radio. You can change the frequency. And then the next one would be the power groups. So this one has 3 power groups, A, B, and C. So right now you'll see that it's blinking. It is in flash mode. It has optical flash, radio flash that this can transmit or receive. What I like about it is the price. I mean, a lot of people just can't get into off-camera flash because it's so expensive. We looked this up and it was something like 150 bucks. So it comes with this thing, which is really shouldn't laugh, but it's a real worthless attachment because it doesn't change the shape of the light. So when you look at this thing fire, it hasn't changed the shape of the light. So what happens is you basically wind up getting the same flash that you would have had, but a little bit muted because they put some plastic dye in here to cut the power. This is why we always recommend using the light sphere, because the light sphere, when you put this on, it completely changes the shape of the light, and we can shoot vertical or horizontal very quickly. Now look at the light pattern that this one does. So it fills up the entire dome and then also sends light up to the ceiling. Now let's talk about the radio functionality, because that's what makes these flashes so much fun. The on-camera flash, when you shoot a diffuse, is really great for correcting problems like exposure, irregularities, or white balance problems. But when you want to get really super creative and do some cool things with snoots and colors, that's when you want to get into off-camera flash. And one of the things that was prohibitive was, of course, the cost. So this one right here, what's cool is you can have this as your regular flash and then buy one of these guys, which is a SN600EX-RF wireless flash trigger transceiver. And this is actually a very, very simple, well thought out unit. It's pretty sturdy. It's got some big rubber buttons here, and I'll just turn the light on here and you can see there's a little LED screen. By the way, it doesn't turn itself off. So if you leave it on, you'll find, like we did, that the battery will die. So you can turn the light on here and see that there are just a channel switch, and that'll help you. Right now it says there's 15 different channels, okay? So if there's 14 other Shanny users in the same room, then you're all gonna have to draw straws or something like that to see who's gonna get what frequency, so you don't trigger someone else's flash. The other basic about off-camera flash is very, very simple. There's only 3 power groups. So if I want to say this one is power group A, that other one is power group B, then underneath those power groups say that A will be 1 stop more than B. You just go to exposure compensation, go +1 over B or C. So you can have 3 different power groups, and you could have just a whole bunch of A's and a whole bunch of B's that are lower power and C's that are 1 stop over, whatever you want. This will trigger multiple flashes. Very few of you will go into that level of detail, but you will get into multiple flashes and multiple power groups. All right, so simple enough. They're both on channel 1. I hit test and it'll fire. So there's a button on here that says TX and RX. Why does it have transmitter and receiver function? That's because you can put a non-radio flash on here, and then this will receive the signal. So if you have one of the older flashes, just simply put another flash on here, and it functions as both a transmitter and a receiver, kind of like a pocket wizard. So these things are really inexpensive. If you want to get into off-camera flash photography, give them a try. Read the reviews and see how happy other people are. We just got it, and so we've been playing with it. Anyway, that is the Shanny, S-H-A-N-N-Y, another alternative for low-cost Chinese flashes.